Good afternoon, everyone. This is Boss Cube speaking. I'll be your pilot for this flight. So today we are leaving Dublin, and we are going to be making our way towards London City Airport. We're not going to be going to the big airport in London. We're not going to Heathrow. We're going directly into the small airport, London City, where this plane can actually go and land. So I hope you'll enjoy this flight. Grab yourself a drink. We're going to be in the air for approximately an hour and a half to an hour 45 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, let's get ready to take off.
Dublin ground, boss 1980 with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Boss 1980 taxi to in hold short of runway 16 via taxiway Golf Delta Tree. Contact tower on 118.6 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 via taxiway Golf Delta Tree, boss 1980.
Yeah, I should have called that in before actually moving towards the runway. My bad. Let's call in for clearance.
Dublin Tower, boss 1980 at runway 16 ready for takeoff IFR to London City.
Boss 1980 cleared for takeoff runway 16.
Cleared for takeoff runway 16, boss 1980.
Alright, we got our clearance. Let's line up. Make sure there are no planes there. I don't see anything. Let's go for it. Alright, we're all lined up. Let's do this. Let's throttle up. Get our torque up there, our prop RPM up there. And we are off. Off the ground. And start pitching up 10 degrees and keep it steady there. Goodbye, Dublin. That's actually more like that way. Let's zoom out of that.
Boss 1980 contact Shannon Center on 132.15.
132.15, boss 1980.
Let's get the nav computer on. Autopilot on. Let's transfer that.
Shannon Center, boss 1980 is climbing through 1,800 feet for 11,000 feet.
Boss 1980 Shannon Center, continue to BW002 as planned. Altimeter 29.94.
Well, there's Dublin. Gotta start throttling down here. Alright, we are now, I guess, yeah, We are now over the Irish Sea. So we're going to be flying over the Irish Sea and making our way towards Wales, the United Kingdom, and we'll be flying over Manchester actually, before making our way south towards London. Alright, let's just go see how the wind is doing. Oh, we're getting pushed by the wind. That's nice. Look here, we got some wind pushing us at 24 knots. And as you can see, our airspeed is 162 and our ground speed is actually 181 right now, so that's good. So once we reach flight level... let's switch that over to that. Once we reach flight level 100, in other words 10,000 feet, I'm gonna put ourselves in cruise mode and we'll fly over towards England. Let us have a look at what the weather's like today. Oh, that's actually pretty nice, so more or less nice and clear. Yep. And it's all going to be more or less underneath us once we get up there. So we are now over the Irish Sea, making our way towards the United Kingdom. It's minus 12 out there, so let's put on some heat.
Boss 1980 climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
17,000 feet, aye.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, boss 1980.
Sorry, I'm moving my head up a lot about. Yeah, I have track IR, so that's what's taking care of the movements of my head here. So if I actually look right a bit, I look right. If I look left a bit, I look left, up and down. And I can move forward with my head, backwards with my head, side to side also. Track IR, people. One of the best things I've bought for flight simming, or simming in general, whether it be American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator or DCS or this game. A bit on the expensive side. There are probably some much cheaper alternatives. I think I saw some using a PlayStation infrared camera or something like that you can modify, but I don't know, I didn't feel like fiddling around with stuff, and there are DIYs, you know, do it yourself, DIY I mean. But I got the track IR because I didn't want to play around with stuff, start building things, and if it doesn't work, I'm back to ground spot zero. So yeah, I paid the premium for it. but to be honest, for me, it's every cent is worth it. The in-game, not in-game, but the program for track IR is completely configurable, the curves and whatnot, so if you just want your head to move a tiny bit, you could do that. It's just a one package deal, so track IR, people. Great for simming. It's thanks to that I can do this and start looking down. Like I said, this should be maybe a 1.5 hour flight, all depending on the wind. So far we got the wind in back of us pushing us, which is kind of nice. That's per the norm. I use the bottom left screen for my flight plan.
80 contact Manchester Center on 118.775.
118.775 for bus 1980.
Alright, let's transfer and call center.
121.1 for Ryanair 1965.
Manchester Center, bus 1980 is at 16,800 feet, climbing 17,000 feet.
Bus 1980 Manchester Center, continue to roll off as planned. Altimeter 29.901.
Let reset our altimeter to 2991. That way we have the right altitude. Alright. Let's zoom that in a bit. Good amount of other planes around here, which is kind of nice. We see it flashing there in the clouds. I don't know if you guys can see it. It should be... It's in the cloud, like right in front of us. You see the red and flash? It should be like right smack in front. I guess that's a radar dome. I don't know what that dome is on the tip of the plane. But it's right there. We see it flashing right over it. Cool. Alright, we've reached the level we want. Let's throttle back, save some fuel here. We got a bit of icing going on the window. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just to say we got a bit of icing. Nothing problematic for now. So right now we're over the Irish Sea. Yeah, let's go look at the map a bit. Alright, so that I think is part of Wales. Let's zoom out a bit. So we're going to be flying over Wales, I think. Where you see the WAL, that's Liverpool. MCT would be Manchester, and then we're going to start going down. And we're going to be starting our approach, starting at Jaco, making our way over the North Sea, and then into England proper, via almost following the River Thames. Thames? Is it Thames? Thames? Never pronounce it right, but yeah. That's our flight plan. Let me bring up the tablet here and look at the map a bit, see if there's anything interesting coming up. So, if you look at our screen, you're going to see there's some mountains to the right. Those mountains are actually part of the, I love the name, Snowdonia National Park. Snowdonia. Beautiful name. Oh, there we go. We're going to start seeing part of the United Kingdom right there. We're already practically across the Irish Sea. Bit of cloud cover. I don't know if we're going to see Snowdonia or Liverpool, but hey, we see it, great. If we don't, well, that doesn't matter. We're definitely going to see London because we're going to be landing at it. I think that island in this distance is the Isle of Man. Yep, that is the Isle of Man, which is a self-governing British Crown dependency in the Irish Sea between England and Ireland. Huh. There's an annual cross-country motorcycle race around the whole island. Cool. Learn something new every day. Alright. Where are we at? So now we're on our way to Alava. Just past Abgib, I guess. You see, I think we were climbing too fast. We shouldn't even be at 17,000 feet yet. Ah, it doesn't matter. The faster we're up here, the faster we fly. Let's see here. Can we see? Yeah, we can see the coast a bit. I don't think we'll have a chance to see Snowdonia, unfortunately, because of the cloud cover. Yeah, there seems to be clouds just over Snowdonia, unfortunately. But Liverpool and Manchester seems clear, if you look at them. Maybe we'll see those. Now that I think about it, let's see, we are going to EGLC. Let's set up our ILS while we're at it. EGLC for London City. Let's go see the frequency. So we will be landing ILS runway 29, so 11015. We're gonna set it to active number 1. There we go, nav 1. So when we see the data, that means we know we've locked on to the ILS, but that's not for a while. So we're still like on the North Sea bordering the United Kingdom. I guess we'll really be flying over England once we get into Liverpool. So we're still getting pushed somewhat from behind, as you can see. 26 knots pushing at from 335, so our airspeed is 268, but we're actually going 280 ground speed, which means we're actually going faster than what we're pushing for. Getting to Dublin, we were going way slower, and on our way to England, we're going faster, which is very nice. Yeah, we won't be able to see Snowdonia. I really like that name, Snowdonia. Has a nice ring to it. You know, for our next leg, I was actually thinking of going down to France. But maybe we're gonna go to Belgium first. Either Antwerp or Brussels, you know, go see that place. Or the Netherlands, go down Belgium and then France. I don't know. Or we could just go straight to Norway and just do the north of Europe. And then make a sort of like a spiral back down. But I don't think I want to go that way. Belgium looks interesting. Make our way down to Dunkirk or something, you know, First World War. Was it the First World War? No, Second World War. Where the Allies all ran away, well, ran away. Let's just say retreated via Dunkirk. Yeah, the evacuation of the Allied soldiers during World War II at Dunkirk. The movie was quite interesting, I actually quite liked it. Now, the latest patch, I have to admit, has made the game smoother. Except I do get these weird, like, intense stutters once in a while that I wasn't getting before. At least I didn't notice them as much before, maybe. Yeah, I think our next stop will be Dunkirk. Either that or somewhere near Normandy. But but Dunkirk looks interesting. Yeah, we could go to Dunkirk, make our way down. Now, there's this one airport that everybody's like, oh, you're going to France, you have to try to land there. It's like a tiny airport on an uphill, and you gotta go there. I don't remember the name right now. I think it's even on the map with a star. We're gonna have to go there, because it's supposedly a challenge to go there. If I could only remember what the name was. I think it's like even one of those landing challenges. I haven't done any of those yet. I've just been having too much fun just flying about. I think we'll see Liverpool. Yeah, I think we will. It should be like right a bit to the right of the nose of the plane there. Maybe we will see Liverpool. That's the fun thing about adventure, though. Oh, there you go. That was one of those weird stutters. That's the fun thing about adventure, though. You can just chart out your flights like on the go, you know. So, are we gonna leave London just across the English Channel and go to Dunkirk or Normandy? I even wonder if I'm going to fly all the way down to Spain and Portugal. That could be interesting too. Should I do the north of Europe, like France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Chechnya, Poland, Lithuania? Or should I go down towards the Mediterranean and do like Spain, Monaco, Switzerland, Italy, Croatia, Greece, you know, all those places? Or should I just do a zigzag? I don't know. Too many choices. We do have a lot of time. We got plenty of time to decide what we want to do. It's not like it's costing us anything, and we got all the time in the world. I think we might see Liverpool. There doesn't seem to be a cloud over it, and it's right there on the left side of the nose. That would be the river. Let me go check here. River Mersey? Mersey? No, it's not Mersey. I guess it's River Mersey. Or Mersey. There's the mouth of the river right there, and on the other side is Liverpool. Let's see if we could have a little top-down view of Liverpool while we fly over it. It'd be nice to be able to put a camera, fake camera like they do there, like right about here, you know? Like when you watch YouTubers that actually do fly these planes, they usually have a camera facing like this. Oh, look at that! There's a plane in front of us. A little green flashy spot. That's another plane. He's climbing. Definitely climbing. Huh. Oh, he's close. Yeah.
1980 traffic is 12 119er 0 generic. Report them in sight.
Yeah, he's definitely there.
Easy 139er traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at 16,900 feet to RTBM 9. Report them in sight.
Boss 190.
Wow, that's the closest I've ever been. That is the closest I've ever been to another plane. Wow, that's actually pretty darn cool. Ciao, buddy. Alright, Liverpool, we're gonna miss it. There it is. There are the docks right there. Bunch of different docks, and that is the city of Liverpool on the other side. Oh, that's good that the clouds have partitioned themselves for us to get a little view of it. That is a first for me, that the tower actually tells me, you know, there's a plane there flying. That was pretty cool. Tower warning me, you know, hey, there's a plane close to you, just be careful. I quite like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, goodbye Liverpool. Now we're gonna make our way to Manchester. Which isn't really that far. I have a bit of clouds over Manchester, but should be able to see some of it. After Manchester, well, we start heading south. I think we're gonna have the wind directly to our back, so you know what, I think I'm gonna push the engines a bit. Try to get to London a bit faster if the wind is gonna be helping us. What I really find interesting about like Ireland and even England, you know, the patterns, the way things are divided down there. Like I've noticed that there's a lot of curves, there's a lot of oddly shaped terrain. Well, I guess plots of land, if you want to call it that way. You know, like where I live, everything is more or less in rectangles and squares. You know, Montreal is like divided in rectangles except for certain neighborhoods. And then you have like this patch over here, if you look right down there, where things are like just oddly divided. It's all different shapes, and it's like you get this little strip and you get that little circle-ish half circle with a indent on one side, and it's so funky. Really interesting. I wonder how it ended up being that way. said with the generations, you know, the land got separated between the sons or something, and they're like, well, I'll just take this area here, and you can have that area. And but who decided, like, well, we're gonna turn this way a little bit and turn that way a little bit, and yeah, that's your plot of land right there. I wonder. Must be very complicated for towns to, you know, keep their, I guess, land border or terrain limits, or, you know, guy wants to build a house on his land, well, the city has to come and inspect it and make sure, you know, that he's still on his land because there's a little deviation here. I really wonder how they do it. Must be complicated. I bet you there's a lot of disputes about, no, this tree is on my land here, not yours. So right in front of us, I don't think we'll see it though, should be the city of Manchester. I don't think we'll see it. I wonder what that area is. There's definitely a lot of houses and stuff, so this is an urban area. So maybe we are flying over Manchester right now. I could definitely see a major highway going down. Alright, let's start heading south. Oh boy, that I didn't notice on the radar before. Look at that. Oh boy, I think we're going to be going into some heavy rains later. Some kind of storm front, I guess? It's that way in front of us right now. Oh, actually, more like that way. Goodbye, Manchester. Alright, let's try to utilize this wind to our advantage. Let's push the engines a little. See, we're already going at 303 ground speed, and we're only going 275 airspeed. This TBM is definitely a fast little plane, I can tell you that. So I just told it to tell me my speed in Mach, but where would it be written? Well, there it's still in knots. Over here it's still in knots. There it's still in knots. I don't know. Can't change that. Can't change that. No, I can't change that. No, I don't know. Let's take that off then. We're going at 322 knots. Awesome. Using that wind to push us along. Yeah, we are definitely going faster than we were before. Look at that. Ah! Perfect example of what I was saying. Look at the way the ground is divided down there. That is so random. I'm just hoping London won't be like in a storm or something.
Generic 50 to your tree 8 miles south. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 2 approach by Lima Bravo Alpha transition. Cleared to Lima Bravo Alpha.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 2 approach by Lima Bravo Alpha transition. Clear to Lima Bravo Alpha generic 502.
Yeah, it looks like we'll be going into a storm for our arrival. That's a shame.
Easy 19er to your 43 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 5 right approach via Mike Charlie Tango transition. Cleared to Mike Charlie Tango.
And we're doing great speed.
Keep speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 5 right approach via Mike Charlie Tango transition. Cleared to Mike Charlie Tango easy 19er 2.
We're definitely getting some turbulence though. That is supposedly one of the things they fixed in the latest patch. Wind and turbulence. Trying to see those big nasty clouds in the distance, but I don't know if it's the patch up there or the patch lower down. Let's go have a look.
Boss 1980 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 13,600 feet generic. Report them in sight.
9 o'clock, 4 miles.
Easy 19er 2 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 16,800 feet air TBM 9. Report them in sight.
I don't see him.
Boss 1980 traffic not in sight.
Ryanair Tree 9er, you are 63 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 5 right approach via
Oh, he's like way back there.
Cleared to Mike Charlie Tango.
No way I could have seen him.
speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway and 5 right approach via Mike Charlie Tango. Transition clear to Mike Charlie Tango Ryanair Dreamliner.
Oh, there's a lot of traffic in the air.
Easy 19er 2, half a day RTBM 9 in sight.
You do? I don't. I don't see him at all. He should be lower than me though.
Boss 19er 80 traffic not in sight.
Easy 19er 2, contact Manchester approach on 121.355. Easy 19er 2.
Dude probably doesn't have his lights on. Yeah, well, no biggie. So here I see them, here I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing the engine. I like the speed we're doing. Yeah, look at that. Is that an airport down there? It sure looks like an airport. Probably a dirt airport. Right to like our right. It doesn't even show up. Right there, just before the wing. Maybe it's not an airport, but it sure looks like one.
United 2774, you are 89er miles northwest. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed below 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Bravo November transition. Clear to Bravo November.
We're gonna have to land on a dirt airport in one day.
7,000 feet. Keep speed below 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Bravo November transition. Clear to Bravo November. United 2774. Boss 19er 80, contact London Center on 118.475.
118.475 for Boss 19er 80. London Center, Boss 19er 80, 17,000 feet.
Boss 19er 80 London Center. Continue to route as planned. Altimeter 29.70.
There we go, 2970, perfect. I got some planes coming in from behind there. They're really catching up.
London Center, United 2774 is out of flight level 215 for 7,000 feet.
They look like they're both coming for me.
2774 London Center, continue to Bravo November as planned.
That's a lot of traffic for just our little place here. Yeah, right. We're starting to turn towards the storm. Now we're all going in the same direction. Where are you guys? Yeah, that guy's about to pass me. Should be one in front of me somewhere too. Oh, there's a lot of planes in this area.
80 traffic is 7 o'clock, 4 miles at 17,800 feet generic. Report
Oh my goodness, he's close. I see my tail, I don't see the dude.
3152 traffic is 11 o'clock, 4 miles at 17,000 feet over TBN 9. Report them in sight.
Dude, you better not crash into me. It's like only 800 feet over me.
3152 traffic in sight.
Unless he sees me. Dude's right smack behind me.
Boss 1980 traffic not in sight.
Of course not, I can't see the guy. Should be like right behind me. I don't have rear view mirrors. Okay, he's turning southward. So that guy was apparently only like 800 feet over me. In relative terms, that's pretty darn close, I think. For flying, you know, with all the space we got. Yeah, I'm gonna start slowing down. We're not getting the push we were getting before. Let's pull back and try to save some fuel. Well guys, we're definitely heading into a storm. Not the best of situations, but oh well. So where are we at? Okay, we're on our way to Oddvu. 63 nautical miles away. Oddvod. Oh, there's that one. Hey, at least we're seeing someone. Flashy flash. definitely going into a storm. Some of it is under us, some of it is above us. And that's definitely a lot of clouds ahead of us. And the more I zoom out, the worse it gets. We're going to be flying through it. No getting out of this one. Well, at least we're not going to be in the worst of it. We're starting to turn before we get to the worst of it. You can see them over there. I guess the rumors are true. Someone did tell me once it's always rainy and gloomy in London for some odd reason. Override fuel control. Interesting. I wonder if we're gonna hit some heavy rain or something while we're going through those clouds. Those are some menacing clouds up ahead.
United 277 for contact Heathrow approach on 119.73.
United 2774.
So London should be like right south of us. But we can't see it because of all the clouds. get pushed off course. Weird. We might miss the storm. It seems that we're going to be turning south before we actually get to it.
Ryanair 7806, you are 48 miles east. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via Abbott transition. Clear to Abbott.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via Abbott transition. Clear to Abbott Ryanair 7806.
Seems we're getting pushed around a bit.
Ryanair 8585, you are 32 miles east. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 4 approach via Abbott transition. Clear to Abbott.
Yeah, it seems we're gonna miss that storm there. We're starting to turn south just before it.
Descend and
That's pretty cool.
10,000
Look
feet.
at that, those
Expect
clouds are
ILS
like
runway 4 approach
right
via
over
Abbott
us.
transition. Clear to Abbott Ryanair 8585.
That is some dense cloud cover. So our flight plan is going to take us over the North Sea just a little bit before turning towards London. Yep, let's keep going. Oh, we're definitely more than halfway there.
Ryanair 85
Shame we can't see anything because of all these clouds. Yeah, we'll probably be able to get under them soon enough though.
120.625, Ryanair 8585.
Just little specks of ice on the wing. Let's put these de-icer on just in case. There we go, got that speck off. Definitely can't see the ground anymore. Lots of air traffic today, which is kind of nice. I don't mind it. So once we get the Jacko, they'll probably ask us to go down to 9,000 feet. Yep. We should already be around 17,000 feet right now and making our way down to 13,000 feet, but it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. No, it lets us to go down to 13,000. We're at 17, so we're going to decrease by 4.
London Center, boss 1980. Request 13,000 feet.
Boss 1980, descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed below 250 knots.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed below 250 knots. Boss 1980.
Alright.
1980, you are 53 miles northeast. Keep speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 approach by Jacko transition. Clear to Jacko.
We're getting a lot of turbulence.
keep speed below 210 knots.
Ah, look at those
ILS
clouds.
runway 27 approach via Jacko transition, cleared to Jacko bus 1980.
Look at those clouds. Okay, we gotta keep our speed under 250. Man, look at that. We're like pushing through these clouds here. A bit slower, so we're under the 250.
Boss 1980 climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
No, I just asked.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, bus 1980.
Why? Because of that plane in front of me? Not even a minute, you're gonna ask me to go down to 9,000. Watch that. No, I'm gonna stay right here.
Boss 1980 descend and
You see?
maintain 9,000
Told
feet.
you, 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, bus 1980.
And look at these clouds. Yeah, I thought I'd get to see the North Sea a little bit, but I guess not. Almost makes you feel like you're in another world. In the clouds we go. Dive, dive, dive. Yeah, we're in the clouds. Alright. I can live with that. pushed by the rear. 43 knot winds right in back of us. It'll let us accelerate a bit. Well, this is a bummer. We don't see the ocean or anything. Well, the sea, not the ocean. North Sea, yes, I know. My separator is on because I don't want junk getting into my engine. So, very soon it's going to ask us to go down to 6,000, eventually 4, 3. Okay. Gotta keep my eyes on my instruments here. And we are definitely getting tossed around. Oh, people back there aren't too sick. London, I must say you're not very welcoming today, considering. With the clouds and everything. Trying to remind me of Nook here, at least you don't have any mountains for me to go crash into. What's with the flicking of the sun guards? Don't like that. Oh, that hurts the eyes. Oh, some kind of clearing? But
Boss 19er, 80 descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, boss 19er 80.
going down some more. Yeah, this is all instrument flying because you can't see nothing out the windows. Good thing I got my instrument panels. So, fun thing is, I'm flying a computer simulator inside a computer simulator. Yay! Inception, anyone?
Emirates 2 contact Paris Center on ONE 26.475. Emirates 2.
Well, now we're fighting the wind. Yay. Yeah, can't see squat out the windows. We're flying completely on instrument. So, to our left, you see the River Thames. Oh! Look at that! We see some ground. We see some ground. Okay. Okay, so maybe she'll ask us to go lower soon. 6,000. Next leg will bring us still in the 6-4. Not yet, but soon. We saw some ground, people. Let's get some speed again. Yeah, we're now fighting the wind. Look at that, we're fighting 50 knot wind again. Grr, arg. Well, it's a good thing I pushed the engines on the way down. Oh, we see some land again. Look at that. Oh, there's a lot of waves down there. I guess it's pretty windy down there too. Look at that, the water's pretty choppy. Wow, that's nicely rendered water too. Wow. Alright, still no nav data for our ILS. That's fine. Lots of planes leaving, it would seem. As soon as we hit our next nav point, I think we'll be going more or less always in the same direction, 273, 73, 73, so yeah. All the way to runway 27, so... Right now we're going through 02, we're going to turn at 274, then 273, yeah, okay. Sorry about the head tracker jumping, I repositioned myself. Alright, we're 3 nautical miles from turning into our next waypoint. We could barely see the water underneath us, so we're probably like at the lower limit of these clouds here. We'll be going down soon enough. There we go, turning in for our final approach. Vector. Or bearing anyways. So right now we should be in the mouth of the River Thames. Or Thames. We're getting some good crosswinds. see the ground a bit, and it's done. Come on, ATC, tell me to go a bit lower. It's probably gonna ask me to switch to another air traffic controller soon. Barely see the ground. That's a shame. Alright, we got signal from our ILS. Awesome. So we are 24.9 nautical miles out from the runway. At about 15, I'm going to start slowing down, bring down the first set of flaps, switch over to the approach. Should be telling me to go down to 4,000 feet soon. Hopefully we'll see the land better by then. I'm expecting we will have some rain though, all things considered. We don't really see much and there's a lot of cloud cover, so we're probably going to land in rain.
Boss 19er, 80 descent and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, boss 19er 80.
Alright, let's try to get out from these clouds. There we go, we're starting to see land. Finally out of the clouds. Well, not exactly, we're still in them, but... yeah, let's actually start slowing down. We're starting to get close there. We're at 17 nautical miles.
Boss 19er, 80 keep speed below 210 knots.
Keep speed below 210 knots, boss 19er 80.
That's okay, we're already doing that.
Easy 2 tree, 84 you are 14 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via ASKY transition. Cleared to ASKY.
Pull out the first set of flaps.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via ASKY transition. Clear to ASKY.
There we go, now we see the ground pretty good. Look at that. What are those? Are those? I think those are wind turbines by the river. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are definitely some propellers turning on really tall sticks. Yeah, those are wind turbines. Sweet. Wind turbines. They're actually in the game. Rendered into the game. Wow. Cool. See new stuff. Wow, this flight has made me see a bunch of new stuff. Really nice.
Entry 84 URO 2 miles east of Luton. Contact Luton Tower on 13.2.555 when inbound on the approach.
Yeah, look at those right under that dome thing of the wing again. Those are definitely wind turbines. Or wind generators, call them what you wish.
Tower on 132.555 easy 2384.
Boss 19er 80 descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed below 185 knots.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed below 185 knots. Boss 19er 80.
Easy enough. Okay. I don't know if we're in London proper. No, I think London is more that way.
Speedbird 260 UR5, 4 miles east. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed below 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Lima Alpha Mike transition. Clear to Lima Alpha Mike.
Oh, there's our first bridge. Wonder when she's gonna tell me to switch over.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed below 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Lima Alpha Mike transition. Clear to Lima Alpha Mike Speedbird 260.
So according to the map, the runway should be a landing strip surrounded by water. Yeah, on Google Maps it looks like surrounded by a marina. Should be like right there, in front of that white dome thing. Okay. Well, we're under 10, so I'm gonna switch over. So we switch over the autopilot to the approach. So it's going to keep flying at 3,000 feet until it gets to the glide slope, and then it's going to start going down. But yeah, we're really fighting some wind here.
Boss 19er 80 UR 9 miles east of London City. Contact City Tower on ONE 29.455 when inbound.
Tower on 129.455 Boss 19er 80. City Tower Boss 19er 80 8 miles east inbound ILS runway 27 approach.
Boss 19er 80 City Tower. Cleared ILS runway 27 approach. Altimeter 29.62 wind tree 19er at 41.
Cleared ILS runway 27 approach Boss 19er 80.
Alright, we set up our altimeter, and that definitely looks like the runway over there. Alright, we're starting to catch up with our glide slope. Gonna bring down the landing gear. There we go, it's on the glide slope. Let's start slowing down some more.
80 cleared to land runway 27. Wind tree 18 at 41.
Bring down the landing flaps.
Cleared Cleared to land runway 27 bus 1980.
That's some good crosswind there. Good thing we have the autopilot. Look at that, just to stay on course, we have to be 272, 29, almost 2 degrees off, just to stay on course for the runway. That is so crazy. Seems to be pretty much under the glide slope though, I'm not too happy about that, but... I'll let the autopilot do its thing. If I see it becomes too dangerous, I'll just take control. Now the RA, that's a radar altimeter. That's actually telling us our altitude compared to the ground. Oh, that wind. And that wind is really something else. Everything is still looking good though. That is really some crazy wind. Look at that, it really is surrounded by water. You know what, let's try it out. Let's see if this autopilot can actually land this plane. I'm gonna slow down to about 85, which is the recommended speed for landing. Oh, look at that, right on target. Ooh, that was rough. Okay. No more landing on autopilot.
Boss 1980.
Probably broke something there.
Taxiway. Boss 1980 contact ground on ONE21.83.
One to 1.83 for bus 1980. City ground, bus 1980 taxi to parking.
Look at that, we really are surrounded by water.
Boss 1980 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway echo.
Roger that. What? Okay, that was switched.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway echo bus 1980.
How am I supposed to get in there? Let's not go fall in the water, huh? Alright, we are done. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this flight to London. That was a rough landing. I guess I won't be trusting the autopilot anymore on that. I'll do it myself. But for the rest, the approach was really nice. Let's turn these guys off. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. We are now in London. We're going to do a little tour of London, and then we're going to head to mainland Europe. So I still don't know where we're going to go yet, but like I was saying, maybe we're going to go to Dunkirk or Normandy or something. A small flight down, and make our way across Europe. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is Boss Cube, signing out. See you next time.